Yay, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas time. Lights twinkling, piles of unplayed games everywhere. I am Grandad, happily humming old game tunes while unwrapping yet another retro console for the collection. With me is my co-host, Mr. Tech, arms folded, already worrying about putting up a Christmas tree as it may ruin the pristine viewing angle of his 4K TV. It is time to run on festive cheer, a big mug of green tea, and maybe even a mysterious festive drink, whilst Mr. Tech is powered entirely by bar humbug and his lifelong fear of any game dropping below 60 frames per second. Welcome to the Grandad and Mr. Tech Christmas special. Do you like Christmas?
It's not quite Christmas, is it? It's going to be Christmas
Well, it will be Christmas
soon. Christmas is approaching. Yeah, as you alluded to, I can be a bit bar humbug about Christmas. I don't know why. It's not that I actively hate it or anything, but it's just Christmas, isn't it? It's just an afternoon, a different meal, something different for lunch. And then everyone says, Happy Christmas. But what do they actually mean by Happy Christmas? Do they just mean happy this day where we eat something different and then tomorrow it's just, well, sod you, it's back to normal?
True, yeah.
No, I don't mind Christmas. But you're right, I never have a big tree that would obscure my TV. That's not done. I have a discreet suggestion of a tree.
It's like a miniature tree, is it?
Well, no, it's not even a real tree. It's like a conical metaphor for a tree. It lights up. It's kind of red. I got it from Iceland. The country.
Iceland.
Yeah.
Oh, the country. Not actually the freezer. Yeah, okay.
No, I got it on a trip to Iceland because it struck me as cute and quaint, and you've got to bring something back when you go to another country. And ever since then, that's been my Christmas decoration. Singular.
That's it.
So that goes
singular.
Yeah, that goes up nice and low down, doesn't obscure any TV. And that's enough to tell me that it's Christmas. Yeah. What about you then, Grandad? Are you I'm guessing you're a bit more Christmassy.
Yeah, and I won't lie, I have actually been putting out Christmas decorations today.
Oh, I don't see it. Where are they?
Well, not in the office so much, but if you see behind me, I've got a little red flickering candle and a green LED. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's about as far as I've got with the office.
Is that scented of pine and cinnamon or something?
No, it's one of those Philips LED candle lights.
Oh.
So it's like the illusion of a candle flickering, but yeah, I've got some red ones and a green coloured uplighter. Well, it's a smart bulb, so
nice.
In the main rooms, yes, I have been putting up Christmas decorations.
Do you not feel it's a bit early? This would give away when we're recording this, I guess.
It might, yes. Yeah.
It's not Christmas Eve, listeners. It's not Christmas Eve.
Possibly a bit too early, yeah. But and again, I do like Christmas. I mean, I like the time off around Christmas. And
yeah. I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
There goes that noise again.
And in particular, in terms of gaming, it does feel that you've got a bit more kind of time to kind of get stuck into All those games, or for me, all those games that have been piling up from kind of summer onwards, it feels good to kind of take stock of what I've actually got and start kind of going through and playing. I wasn't particularly interested though, if you've got any particular Christmas gaming memories.
Well, I had to rack my brain, which, given we're talking about memories, that's not a good sign. But I honestly can't think of any real Christmas gaming memories, which is quite sad because I know for a fact I would have had many Christmases where I got games, particularly in the C64 era. That I would definitely have had games for Christmas. Oh, and just like that, a Christmas memory has bubbled up.
Ah,
I got, what is it, Outrun Turbo
nice.
for the C64. I've just remembered a game that I definitely got for Christmas. I think it was this a cartridge game or was this, am I thinking of something else? No, maybe this was a disc. Yeah, Outrun Turbo. I can confirm that that was a Christmas game. And yeah, great game. Great game on the C64. That the best thing about that game is the intro music, or was it the loading music? Can't remember if it was the loading screen music or the actual game has loaded music, but it had this great tune. It actually had some speech as well, which is quite rare.
Oh, wow.
You get the odd game on a C64 that had a bit of speech in there, and some little crackly voice said "Outrun." Um, and I used to regularly load that game up just to listen to the music. That's how much how much I like the music. In fact, I used to do that with quite a few C64 games. The really good ones. Some of them, the loading music or the music on the main screen was so good that you just wanted to load it for the music.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. I may have also received Exile for C64, which I think I mentioned on a previous episode. I'm sure I must have had my Game Boy for Christmas as well, but I can't remember the details of it. Isn't that funny? I can't really remember.
That's odd, yeah, particularly for that, yeah.
No, I can remember having these things, but I don't have any distinct memories of the Christmas day. I think they've all just disintegrated. But I'm pretty sure I would have had games under the tree, and then that period between unwrapping the presents and then Mum cooking the Christmas dinner being like you run off to your bedroom and just try and start playing, and then you don't want to be called for Christmas dinner because you're just trying to play a game. Yeah, and since then, barely any Christmas gaming memories. Not a sausage. I mean, I'm guessing you've got a whole bunch then.
There's one particular one that really sticks out for me, but like yourself, that there would have been numerous Christmases where, yeah, I would have got various games for whatever kind of system I'd kind of got at the time. But I do remember getting my Game Boy because that was on a Christmas day. But how it was presented to me in terms of my family is, I received two parcels first to unwrap, and that was Double Dragon on the Game Boy and Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. But there was no kind of hint that then a Game Boy was coming. Excruciatingly, they kind of left me hanging for it. I mean, it probably wasn't that long, but as a kid, it felt Like there was probably hours and hours because
Yeah.
I think they spun the line of, well, we could only afford to get you the games for now, but you can, we can save up, or we can possibly look at getting you a Game Boy in the future. So I was kind of like, oh, bit of excitement, and then but
And
then
you fell for that.
I did fall for that
Your lo
because
your
yeah,
logical brain
yeah,
didn't kick in and like, hang
it
on,
didn't.
that's a bit
No,
weird.
no.
Why? Okay, okay, thanks, Mum. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'll just look at
yeah.
these games for 6 months and then
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But I do remember being excited, but then a little tinge of kind of disappointment. But then lo and behold, brought down the larger parcel that was a Nintendo Game Boy, and that's always stuck out in my mind. As one of the best kind of Christmases. In terms of Christmas gaming memories, one of the best Christmases. And I was so excited that, like you were saying about playing music, I actually rung up a good friend of both of ours and was playing him the soundtracks down the phone line because I
oh
was so
wow.
excited to have a Game Boy. And I say, listen to this, listen to Mario Land, listen to Double Dragon, and like you say, everything else seemed to be a bit of a distraction. So forget about eating, drinking. All I wanted to do was obviously play the Game Boy for as long as I can with those two games. So that's a particularly very special memory, in terms of Christmas. There's other things that kind of float in, but there's sort of games that either remind me of Christmas because I would have been playing them around that, or are got elements of kind of Christmas theming. But Lemmings always sticks in my mind,
Okay.
because I remember playing Lemmings an awful lot around the Christmas holidays. Because again, I think it's that time that you've got to invest in trying to kind of tackle the game, but also I do remember there was little kind of add-on packs. They did, I think, 4 versions of Christmas Lemmings, um,
Okay.
and I remember having at least one of those. I think it was only like 4 levels each Christmas, but I'm sure they did up to, I think it was 4. So lemmings with little Christmas hats on.
Nice.
Um, and it's the same game, but they just kind of made it more kind of seasonal. But then I think I remember Lemmings as being quite a Christmas game because there was already a lot of games that were kind of snow based, weren't they? Or they looked Christmassy. There was ice stages and
Yeah.
snow, so that's always felt a really nice, comfortable Christmas game to play.
I feel like Lemmings is a prime candidate for being a game that could represent Christmas as well, given you have
Mm.
mindless little creatures all following each other to the same place.
Very good. Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I would do if I was creating a Christmas Lemmings level. I'd have like shop, and you'd have to guide them all into the
That'd
shop.
be
And then
great. Yeah,
they go
yeah.
through the shop, and then they fall off the cliff, and that's representative of commercialism. That is.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Ho ho ho! Yeah, no, that I can imagine. I can imagine the Game Boy Christmas. I must have had my Game Boy at Christmas as well. I must have.
Mm.
Um,
And
'Cause-
that was very close for me to when it had been released. So again, the excitement around that, and obviously back then that was an absolute game changer, wasn't it? So yes, I got those 2 games. Obviously, there's Tetris packaged in with it. So that's 3 games of this really exciting handheld. Yeah, that at the time, it was something very, very special.
it's pretty special. It's pretty special. Well, I recently recompleted um, Mario Land on a Game Boy
Yeah.
after finishing building my Lego Game Boy, which I can't remember if I mentioned last time, but I built my Lego Game Boy. Uh, Very good, and immediately had the urge to play a bit of Mario Land, and I realised I hadn't completed it in many years.
Mm.
I thought I can probably bash this out, and yeah, it's really some really short game, Mario
It
Land.
is short, isn't it? And that's the thing. As a kid, I remember it being a really long game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I don't know how many times as a kid I would have had to have played it to get to the end. Um, and I did. No, I didn't use say. Okay, I did use save states, but I made sure that I completed every level legitimately. So if I died, I wouldn't. I didn't save state in the middle of a level. I just save state at the end of levels.
yeah.
But that's the other thing with Mario Land, isn't it? Is that I booted it up on the real Game Boy, and I was doing a little comparison between that and my Retroid Pocket, and it suddenly occurred to me again. Yeah, if you when you completed Mario Land as a kid, you you just had to do it in one sitting. Like there was no,
Mm.
you know, this is so obvious that I suddenly thought then, yeah, if there's no battery backup in a game, Nintendo couldn't really make long games. Like what are you going to do with it? What's the point of making a long Game Boy game?
Mm.
Not
Yeah.
not in the sense of a game that's got proper progression. You can only really do something like Mario Land, which I think is about an hour. I think you can whack it off. Sorry, I think you can beat it in about an hour. Um, and
God, is that only how long it takes? God, it
I
felt
think
like it
so.
took me 3-4 hours as a kid, but yeah.
Well, maybe it did when you weren't as skilled, or maybe
Mm.
when it was new. Yeah, it's quite simple, isn't it? I found myself thinking this is my favorite Mario game when I played it because I find modern Mario's actually quite difficult, and
Mm.
I find him quite annoying to control, which I know is blasphemy because he's meant to be like this amazing feel. Um, Mario Land is just I think I quite like it easy, you know. It's like
Yeah. I think that's why I like it as well. Yeah.
I can just control him better in Game Boy Mario Land than any other Mario. I must be so used to his momentum and his inertia in that game.
Yeah.
And then I had a little crack at playing Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, which I never had and I never played back in the day. Which so this is a bit of an omission. I thought, you know, I never actually played Mario Land 2. Let's play that. And obviously
Mm.
they changed it up quite a lot for that. So Mario got much bigger sprite.
Much bigger, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's presented much more like a tradition, well, more like a Mario world or something. It's still quite easy, but it something about the charm of Mario Land with the tiny little Mario that I think
Yeah, I always like
somehow
that.
can't be beat. And what they achieve with the music, like you saying he's playing
Yeah.
phone, I'm not surprised because when I got to the it's like the second world, isn't it, with the spooky music in
Mm.
the sort of slightly Egyptian sounding. It's like this is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completed another retro game. Woo!
Very well done. And the other thing about Mario Land is that I only realized years later, it wasn't developed by the creator Shigeru Miyamoto, was it?
Was it not?
No.
Well, that's
So
the thing. If we were a well, you're a proper game host. If I knew my stuff, I'd know that.
yeah, interesting.
Who made Mario Land then?
So is it Gunpei Yokoi? So that the
Oh,
Gunpei
Gunpei
Yokoi's the
Yokoi.
creator of the Game Boy.
Oh yeah, he's Mr. Game Boy, isn't he?
Yeah, because he developed from Game and Watch. But yeah, so it's not developed by Miyamoto.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So the director was Satoru Okada.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Not.
again, maybe that is why it does feel of a different type of Mario game as well. Yeah.
That's your Christmas memories. What
Well,
about
some of them. Yeah.
some of them?
Yeah. The ones that I can remember. Yeah.
What about you mentioned Christmas. I don't think I can't think of a single game that's particularly Christmassy. I mean, I associate some games with Christmas, but is there even anything I've played that is
It depends, doesn't it? Because when I was trying to kind of think around this, yeah, I think it splits into two. So you've got a lot of games that either feel Christmassy because they're either in wintry settings, there's snow games, or is it that they are games where primarily you are controlling Father Christmas or Santa? So I think there's that kind of separation sometimes. So um and often soul Christmas games aren't very good from what I've played. Um,
no?
and often it's just you're controlling Father Christmas, Santa, and you've got to save the world, or you've got to get all the presents back, blah blah blah. They're often very minimal platformers. But then there are other, as I say, there are games where they've got a nice Christmassy feel. So there's things like Batman Returns on the SNES. You must have played that, surely.
I don't think so.
No, that's really good. So that's Konami, and that's got some really Christmassy kind of feel to it. Because again, it's in that setting, like the movie, isn't it? So
Oh, of course, yeah. All right, now I get you. Yeah, proper Christmas setting games.
yeah, um, there is a famous and very expensive Christmas game called Days, as in Daze, Before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Um, Platform game. Actually, not bad, that one. On the Mega Drive, and I think it was also on the Super Nintendo. It goes for an absolute fortune. If people want to try and get hold of the physical copy, that is, yeah, steadily increasing. But that's not a bad polished job of a half decent platformer. Yeah, all focused around Christmas. So
Okay.
that's a particularly good pick. Yeah, Super Nintendo and Mega Drive. 1994 that came out.
I feel like it's a golden opportunity to make a big AAA open world Santa.
I was thinking that. Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
but you're going around a big world and you've got to get on your sleigh and deliver things, and
Mm.
I don't know quite how you. I suppose the problem with it is that who wants to play it other than during 1 week of the year?
That's the other thing, isn't it? It's unlikely you're gonna like pop in days before Christmas in summer, are you? So it's very much a niche,
Yeah,
and the timing of it. Yeah.
commercial suicide, really.
But there did seem to be that kind of period of time, probably, yeah, mid 90s, late 90s. There's a whole host of, yeah, Santa themes, and then you've got things like movie tie-ins. So you've got things like Home Alone, you've got Elf, again, pretty generic platformers, but they're just trading off obviously the IP of very successful Christmas movies. Um, yeah, I did fall down the rabbit hole a little bit as well in terms of, um, as you know, I'm quite a fan of the Atari Lynx as a pretty decent kind of handheld, and I came across lots of kind of homebrew Christmas Atari Lynx games, um, and I think it was called, what was it? Something called Lynx Mass 2020. Seemed to be a kind of project where people were invited to code up homebrew games, and I think they only had 15 days to do it. And I mean, the games aren't, groundbreaking, obviously, but there's some quite unusual little oddities, and you can get hold of them quite easily. So you could play them on, yeah, your kind of retro game devices. Um, Yeah, so that was quite interesting. But there's loads. There's I only kind of come across played a few, but people obviously got behind it. They coded them out. There's things called what type? Yeah, gift catcher, where you're literally just pressing a button, dropping Santa, trying to yeah, grab a present. But again, it gets harder and harder, and obstacles get in the way.
Right.
There's some really bizarre stuff. There's something called Santa's empty sack, where you appear to be running around a snow um, landscape, chasing after what looks to be a squirrel and picking up poo. But there you go.
Nice. A classic, yeah.
Yeah. So there are things out there. There's quirky stuff out there, as well as obviously big hitters. But yeah, you're right. They don't seem to be doing that kind of stuff anymore, do they? But like you say, it's probably too much of a risk now, particularly newer games and the money to put up to develop stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not going to be commercially viable, is it?
No. But yeah, there is a lot of homebrew stuff out there. And then speaking of you mentioned Lego and the Lego Game Boy, which I have still yet failed to build or to even
Oh,
open.
what are you waiting for a special occasion? You do have one, don't you?
Yeah, I do have one. So that will probably be built around the time off around Christmas.
That's
Um,
yeah, that's a nice Christmas activity for sure.
yeah. But it reminded me of a recent pickup which ties it because again, Lego for me is a very Christmas, good Christmas memories around Lego. But I picked up for the grand price of £2.50 on
Right.
from the last of the dwindling car boot sales. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga for Xbox One.
Nice. That's a good game that is. I think I played that when it was added to PlayStation Plus, and I
Right.
confess I didn't get that far into it, and I think it's absolutely massive. Uh,
Mhm.
but yeah, that was oozing quality is what
Yeah.
I say about that game. I really should stick at it because yeah, it just got so much charm and a lot of character, and surprisingly deep. When I started playing it, it's like, oh, there's actually quite a bit to do here.
There is, and again, I do remember actually, probably yeah, a good few years ago now, playing on PlayStation 2 the original trilogy of this. So obviously, this Xbox collection is going to be all upscaled and all, yeah, super plush. But I remember completing the original trilogy on PS2 over the Christmas period once, and that was great because obviously Star Wars is very well, again, good memories of the movies around Christmas. They're always on, TV, weren't they?
Yeah,
So,
yep, that's
yeah, I think a very good collection to kind of get my teeth into. So, as I'd only completed the original trilogy, yeah, I'm quite tempted to do the others now. And you're right, that they are. You think, oh, this will be over in an hour or so. They are very big games, aren't they? There's
Mm,
a lot
mm.
going on, and they've done a really good job of, yeah, making it authentic and yeah, very highly polished.
especially
So
that,
yeah, that's
especially
great.
that Skywalker one. Yeah, that's a good call for Christmas games. Now, okay, now you've got my creative juices flowing. Now I'm thinking, yeah. So yeah, I have plans for my Christmas gaming this year, which it's that thing of you imagine your Christmas break and it feels like it's going to be so long and you're going to have so much time, and then you actually look at the calendar and you realize, oh, I'm going there on that day and I'm doing that on that day, and it's like,
Mm.
oh, I'm not. It's not going to be as long as I thought. So I'm curious to hear in a minute what you're teeing up, because you said you had some stuff. I think you're not going to get through a fraction of all that stuff that you've bought. I know you're not.
Certainly not. But yeah, I do have a few ideas of what I do want to look at. But yeah, it's a very big pile of stuff I need to chip away at. But yeah, like you said, there's definitely a few things where I'm thinking actually that'd be great to just settle in and really kind of yeah, explore that game and say the Skywalker Saga, one of them.
Epic.
Yeah.
So my pick, or this year, what I'm planning on playing, and I've been thinking about this for a long time. Now, this is a game that I bought a long time ago. I think it came out over a year ago. It may even be 2 years, which is pretty shocking. Oh my God, yeah, it's 2 years. I think it's more than 2 years old. And that's the latest Avatar game,
Yes.
Tribes of Pandora. Am I getting that right? Maybe I'm not getting that right. Oh my God. Frontiers of Pandora. No, yeah. Hang on.
Frontiers, is it?
Frontiers of Pandora. Yeah, yeah. It's the big Avatar game that. When did it come out? A couple of years ago. Shockingly, and it came out, I think, the year that the previous Avatar movie was in the cinema. So that's the second Avatar movie. And Avatar movies seem to just be Christmas things. Like the new one that's coming out in a few weeks, which I'm going to go and see in a massive IMAX cinema. And the last time I did that, I was super hyped to play this game. And I think I did. I think I made the same pledge to myself. I'm going to play that all Christmas, and I'm going to finish it. It's nowhere near, but I'm really going to try and get some time on this because I know for a fact once I've seen the new film, I'm going to be mega hyped again to be in that world. And it's a beautiful game on the PS5, and it looks so spectacular, and you really do feel like you're in this on the Pandora planet. And they've even made some new DLC that apparently ties in like perfectly with the story of the new film.
Yeah.
It's got actual characters, and they're really pushing this kind of same universe. I mean, I don't care about too much about that, but I do think it's quite neat that they've done that. So that's my plan at the moment, is to try and park lots of games and try and just sink into one thing because it feels very cinematic. It's a bit like the Star Wars thing. It's like that big Christmas blockbuster feel, and the game feels like that as well. So I think that's going to be my main Christmas mission when we come back from a break.
On a break.
Which we're going to have now.
Yes, you're talking about Avatar.
Yes, we're back. Let me finish talking about Avatar. Well, yeah, I'm going to play Avatar game over Christmas because it makes me feel Christmassy somehow to be playing something kind of big budget and glossy. And I just know after I've seen that film in 3D, I'm going to be well up for it. So I've been I've been reserving it, and I really do need to make some more progress and try and get something out of it. Um, yeah, that's going to be good. The other game that I had in mind for this similar reason, which I have played quite a bit of, I keep picking it up and putting it down again, is the Harry Potter game, because again, like I'm not the world's biggest Harry Potter fan, but if one of the movies crops up over Christmas, it's quite an easy Christmas watch. So they're often set at Christmas, aren't they? There's a moment
Yeah.
where they cover, like, Christmas appears in the film as it's going through the school year. And yeah, that game as well has got a very cozy kind of charming vibe to it that feels very much like the movies, and hence it kind of gives you that feeling. So yeah, they're good sort of Christmas choices, I think.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's a shame. The Avatar game. It's a shame that doesn't link up with the PSVR, isn't it?
Yeah, although
Or would that be a bit too much or too?
I think that might be a bit
Yeah,
too much doing all that. I mean, if you could handle
too
it, it'd be
intense.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, playing that in first person, if you're in VR, oof, it
Is
doesn't
that?
really bear
Yeah.
thinking about. It's good enough as it is, really.
It looks amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is stunning. Um, they did an amazing job with that. So yeah, if you like the Avatar world, and you like that spectacle of the planet and the creatures and whatever, yeah, it's
Mm.
really great from that perspective. And yeah, it's nice to play something kind of big budget AAA at Christmas as well, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
My other plan is to just spend a fair bit of time racing in GT7 over Christmas, I think, because
Mm.
they've just released an update for it that adds 2 new tracks. There is also like a paid DLC you can get for it that adds a whole bunch of cars and game modes. I'm considering that, whether I might ask for some lovely PlayStation vouchers as a Christmas present. I'm tempted by that as well.
Are they quite expensive, those packs? I've never really gone down that route in terms of, yeah, GT packs, I think.
This I think is 25 quid.
This is fair amount then. Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's not nothing, but it's not awful.
Mm.
It adds a bunch of cars, and it adds a whole new load of race events and things, and it comes with this mode, or some of the events rather are set up so that they're meant to be a bit more like a real Grand Prix race weekend, where you have like a practice. You have to do a practice and then a qualifying, and then you have the actual race.
Mm.
Sounds quite good fun. I mean, I don't need it. There's plenty of content that I've not been through in that game,
Yeah, yeah.
and even without playing through all the provided content, you could just spend hours and hours racing people online, you know. But any chance to play new tracks, that's the real lure, is because the tracks are so spectacular in VR that any new one, it's just like, yes,
Yeah.
and it's so there's the Canadian Grand Prix circuit
Oh, right.
and the Yas Marina circuit from Dubai, which is where they actually do the Formula One and that. So that'll probably be quite spectacular because it's got a really interesting environment with the fancy buildings and Dubai skyscrapers, probably. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting on the helmet and trying some of that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That will be cool. Yeah, that's my Christmas gaming plans, really. I'm going to try and stay focused and, yeah, sink some solid time and get some progress, because, yeah, you're going to get more enjoyment out of something if you keep pushing on and you get really really deep in it. What about you then, Grandad? What's your you mentioned that you've got a bunch of things.
Yeah, and like we said before, I think with Lego Star Wars, what I do want to start doing next is I quite fancy doing from start to finish Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens in particular out of that series. Because I say I did original trilogy on PS2, but Force Awakens again was a good Christmas memory for seeing the movie because they released all the newer Star Wars films around Christmas as well, didn't they? So I think I'd really like to have a proper playthrough of that. I was looking up how long that roughly would take. It doesn't seem too bad. It says to, without any of the extra stuff, which I'm not really bothered about, they reckon it's about a 9 hour game to complete, which seems about right. Because the original trilogy, I remember not being too onerous, good enough, like we say, good enough playing time. Um, and then the other thing I realized, this is the first world problems of having too many games, is that, and again, this has sparked me as another Christmas memory as well. Um, is I remember back in the day of Nintendo 64 playing so much Mario Party,
Oh,
and that really, because again, it's that board game element, isn't it? It's mini games, but we played that an awful lot around Christmas time. And what I realized is, which is shocking, um, is that I do own Super Mario Party on the Switch and Super Mario Party Jamboree,
okay.
which I've never touched. Um, so when I was looking that up, I mean, I think there's criticisms that Super Mario Party isn't as great as some of the others, but I think Jamboree is supposed to be really good. So the original Super Mario Party's got 4 boards. Jamboree's apparently got 7, 5 of which being brand new, but also 2 classic ones. So I'm assuming then, yeah, they're going to have upscaled and done some of the old N64, or possibly GameCube, because it came out on GameCube as well, didn't it? So um, that I do really want to have a crack at, because yeah, perfect time. Um, then they're not too onerous. They're lots of fun, aren't they? You can have you can have people around that aren't necessarily massively into gaming, but they can enjoy that because it does play like a standard board game, and they can have fun with the mini games. Um, Buzz always comes out, the quiz game, because again, that's really easy. You can hand anyone a Buzz controller, can't you? Because it's just
Yeah, that's true.
uh, literally a button and 4 colors. So that would be good to kind of crack out, yeah, after all the meals have been done, all the kind of food and drink. Yeah, put on a few random Buzz games always tends to go down well. So, like yourself, though, I don't want to kind of go too in depth and think, right, I've got to play through 2030 game. I'm going to just try and, yeah, focus on those Mario Party games and a bit of Lego Star Wars. And yeah, I think that'll be really my kind of plans for Christmas. Yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good. You do need a decent assortment of people to
you
make
do.
happen.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
something that you can muster up.
Yeah, and luckily we have got, yeah, a few sort of yeah, gatherings already booked in, because yeah, it's not as much fun, is it, if you're playing against the computer and things like that in Mario
No,
Party.
I would never manage to get any Mario Party played. It's just too complicated a thing to try and get people that don't really play games to play.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
know it's
yeah.
fairly easy, but it's still not easy enough.
If they've never picked up a controller, granted, yeah, or not really. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And another thing is you like your fair bit of horror and horror gaming, don't you?
I do, yeah, very much.
Um, I was wondering if you've ever, and again, sticking with the Christmas theme, have you ever come across a very interesting, newish, not so new now, but retro feel game called, wait for it, Christmas Massacre?
Oh. I'm aware of the people that make these games.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
I
I
don't
think
think I have I still have never bought one. Puppet Combo, yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
People make yeah, they made Nun Massacre as well, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah.
Make a lot of these. Oh, no, yeah, that is the kind of thing
And I
that
was thinking, if you don't want the kind of, yeah, standardized, cheesy, Christmassy game, this thing, and again, I've not gone into it as much as I should have. Again, that's first world problems with having too many games, but it's done really well. It's a very retro feel. They clearly know what they're doing with it. It's really odd. It's really creepy. I mean, I played it in pitch black, and some of the sounds it's got on it, and honestly, it does feel genuinely quite a creepy game, and it's Christmas themed. So yeah, if you've not, I mean, sometimes it does go on sale pretty reasonable, but yeah, I was interested if you kind of yeah, played that because it's just bonkers. And
yeah,
it's like, and
I'd like to try that. I still haven't tried.
yeah,
I don't think I've tried any of this company's games yet, and I keep seeing them. They pop up, and they keep doing a run of them.
yeah, yeah.
They look perfect, kind of janky PS1-esque.
And that's the
But
thing,
yeah,
intentionally janky looking. You've got to kind of sneak about a bit. Yeah, it's killing without being. In terms of their marketing, it says deck the halls with gore and bloodshed. Larry's Christmas tree has been telling him to kill all the people who've been naughty, but whose side is the tree really on? And can Larry even trust what he's hearing? If that's not enough to pique your interest for a very alternative Christmas game, I don't know what is. Yeah.
yeah, good shout, good shout. It's a shame it's not on sale at the moment. I mean, it's not a lot of
Mhm.
money, but I have fallen into the trap lately of buying quite a few things that are not that much money, but now when I add them all up, I'm like, oh, I've spent quite a lot on games recently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Would say I'll probably go. It will well, it'll go on sale when it's not Christmas, won't it? But yeah, it's one of those things that pick it up and then just bank it, and then yeah, um, is I say I should play it more. It is done really well. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that one out.
Yeah, cool, cool. All right, let's take a quick break and then we will talk about what we may have played recently. And oh, never mind all this looking forwards to Christmas. I've got some exciting retro gaming news.
Oh,
I'd like
that
to.
is intriguing.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's do it. back.
We're back.
We are back. And Grandad, I've got a big piece of news. I completed a game in a franchise that I always swore I was never going to play any games of.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you can guess.
Would it be Sonic by any chance?
It is Sonic, yes. Yes, I completed a Sonic game. I don't know if does it qualify as a real Sonic game? I mean, it's got Sonic in the title. I guess it does. I completed. Let me get the right title. Of course, yeah. Sonic Spinball. I completed
very good.
Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing game. Loved it.
It is really good. Yeah.
I thought this was amazing. After I struggled right at the beginning because I couldn't quite grasp what it was asking me to do, because you start off and you are actually controlling Sonic like you're in a platformer, but then you very immediately are just a pinball. But then you have these occasional moments during the game where he will actually be back on his feet, and you have to move not very far before you're back in sort of pinball mode. And that was annoying me because just like in the regular platformer, when he's on his feet, he's an absolute arse to control and he just clunks.
Right.
But yeah, I thought this was brilliant. Such a neat way of putting pinball into a game and giving you objectives. Because if there was one criticism I would make of pinball games, and I do like pinball games, is that they can get a bit aimless if you don't understand the ins and outs of the tables, and you don't know what you're trying to achieve. And even if you do know what you're trying to achieve, it's often difficult to feel like you actually have any control over doing the things in a pinball table. Whereas obviously the levels in Sonic Spinball are really well created so that there's very definite goals. Like you need to go up these channels to do these things, and you need to basically every level you have to get like 3 of these gems that are hidden around somewhere before you can go and have a go at beating the boss of the level. It's like 3 or 4 of these gems, and so there's kind of specific things that you have to trigger to be able to do this. And apart from a couple of occasions where I thought it was starting to be a bit bullshitty, like, you want me to do that again? Oh, you want me to do that? Oh, that's really annoying. For the most part, it balanced it really well. That once you knew what you needed to achieve, you could go about doing it, and you knew, okay, I need to go up there and I need to get up that ramp that will take me to this extra part of the level, and then I need to get up here, and it had some really clever moments of how it gets you to kind of change where you can get him to be fired, So these levels are partly about determining, okay, what do I need to do? How do I actually move around these interconnected screens that are part of like a giant pinball table? And yeah, just really, really creative. Yeah, brilliant. I don't know, did they ever make a Sonic Spinball 2? I don't think they did.
Don't think so. Yeah. I do remember playing Sonic.
Oh, hang on.
Spinball. Yeah.
Oh, no. I got my hopes up there. There wasn't a 2.
No. I do remember playing this a long time ago. Yeah, it is really good.
I think I did play it with the occasional save state.
Yeah.
I think if I hadn't, I might have got overly frustrated with it, because there were some moments where you had to achieve a specific flip, or you had to get yourself flipped into only one place to do the thing you needed to do, and it's quite exacting about what you've got to do, and if you don't get it, you're like right back down to the bottom of the
Oh,
stage.
that'd annoy me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you just want me to do that one flip, and if I keep missing that flip, I've just got to keep doing this again and again and again. So I did cheat a little bit because I wanted to see all the stages, but not too much. Um, and the big game changer was when I realized that you actually have kind of semi control of him when he's spinning around. So unlike a normal pinball
Mm.
game where you flip it and the ball's just going to do whatever, you can kind of steer it a little bit. That makes
Okay.
sense. Not
Yeah.
a huge amount, but just enough that when the ball's coming back down, when he's coming back down, you can kind of push in a direction to kind of push him. So it makes it really clever because your skill is partly in getting the flip at the right moment and aiming, but you can kind of get him to go in the directions you want, and that was very satisfying. I felt like this should have been done more times. Why has this not been done more times? And the only game I can think of, which is a game from recent times, 2020, that I've completed on the Switch called Yoku's Island Express.
Oh.
This is like a Metroidvania game, really, but it incorporates pinball mechanics, uh, and that does it in a brilliant way. That's a massive recommend. This game just so much fun to play, and I can't think of any games other than that are like pinball games, but not just pinball games. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can't really. Did it take you long to complete it? Is it quite a big game or?
No, I
Mm.
I knocked it out in maybe like 3 hours,
Oh, okay.
3 hours or so, and a lot of that time was trying to get the certain flips. Those annoying ones was like, okay, I need to do this, and I just
Mm.
keep getting it wrong. If you hadn't done that, then yeah, you'd be there for a lot longer. But I think there was four main stages and then a final boss level.
Mm.
Um, I think it was that.
That's not too bad then. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely recommend this of getting yourself through it one time because just yeah, really creative. I thought it was brilliant. And yeah, that means I have completed a Sonic game. I thought I
Sonic
might never
game.
get there.
But has it enticed you to play any more Sonic games?
Well, I have to say it has it did plant a little seed. I must admit, it planted a seed in me of, oh, I wonder if maybe I've been a bit harsh on the Blue Hedgehog. Maybe if I play Sonic 1 again and I actually get past the first zone or something, and maybe it'll suddenly grip me.
Hmm.
Um, we'll see.
There is
Wait,
another I was just looking now. There is a Sonic Pinball Party.
really?
That's Game Boy Advance. I don't know if that's the same kind of thing. Well, it's just yeah. And that's 2003.
Ooh.
If you're on that kind of gently treading into Sonic territory, you might want to yeah. I don't think I've ever played this one.
I've never. Oh.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Is it
Um,
is it actual pinball? It looks like it's just a pinball game.
it could just be a pinball game though.
I think it
Yeah.
might just be a pinball game. It looks nice though.
Mm.
Right, I'm there. I'm gonna try it because
It's probably worth trying, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
do love a pinball game. Yeah, I think it's just a pinball game, but GBA that'll probably look quite nice. I'm looking at I think some images of the tables here. They look very cool. Yeah, I'll have a go at that.
Mm.
I will have a go at that because yeah, I do like a pinball game.
I do like pinball games. Did you ever play the old classic pinball games on Amiga, like Pinball Fantasies, Pinball Illusions, Slam Tilt, any of that kind of stuff?
Not on the Amiga, but I played Pinball Fantasies on the PC.
Mm,
In fact, I think that was probably the first pinball game I ever played. Yeah, because that's got the Party Land table and the Stones
yeah,
and Bones.
that's it.
Party Land, Stones and Bones, the car racing one. Yeah, now you're talking. That's got to be the best pinball game, apart from Revenge of the Gator. I think
I was
as
gonna say, yeah, that's really good.
I think as one of the games that has collection of tables. Yeah, that's a cracker. Oh, it is a cracker.
Mm.
So yeah, another retro game there knocked
So
off.
you're doing well. I'm not completing anything. I'm stalling. It's not
I,
good.
I think that might be my fifth old game completed in the last
Right.
year. I mean, it's still not a huge tally, is it? Let's face it. But I'm quite chuffed to have knocked off five.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Um, my next challenge is to complete or to come first in the pro championship on PlayStation 1 Sega Rally. Not Sega Rally, Rallycross.
Rallycross. That is a classic. Yeah.
Yeah, Rallycross, the PlayStation 1, which I recently replayed, having found a bargain on a PlayStation Plus Premium, so I'm now a premium membership holder,
Mm.
and yeah, cranked up a bit of Rallycross. I love this game. I love this game.
It is really good. Yeah, I do rate that. And strangely, I do not own it. I double check back in my collection. I own V Rally, but I do not own Rallycross. I don't think it's that expensive a game either, Rallycross. I don't think it's horrendous price, but yeah, I don't physically own it anyway.
Yeah, you need to rectify that.
Mm,
I wonder if the version I'm playing on up down it's I don't know how they're emulating it, but I'm playing it on PS5 and it runs really quick. And I actually
mm,
wonder if it's running too quick. Now I like my frames,
mm.
as you know, and I wonder if when you played this on the original, if it was slower, it made it more manageable because it's really
I remember it
fast.
being quite slow, and that was the fun of, and it made that easier to maneuver around the track.
I think it would make
Yeah.
it easier. It's such a unique game this for the skill challenge. Like unlike most old school racing games where you just want to bomb it,
Mm.
it's got that thing that you need to be selective in when you bomb it and when you glide gently over the bumps. And I shocked myself by I mean, I came last, I think, in the tournament. I did win one race out of five in five races in the tournament. But other than that one race, which was a bit of a fluke, I could not get anywhere near a win. I'm like, this is really difficult. Like,
No.
how did we complete this back in the day, or how did we do pro?
Mm.
But I think therein lies the reward of this game because it's got such a unique challenge in the mechanics of how you drive that it was after half an hour on it, I was starting to get that little tingle of, oh, I remember this now. I remember when you
Yeah.
get really good at this, and you know, no, don't take that jump because that makes you unsteady. Go round that jump, and then you know what I mean. It's
That's the thing, though, isn't it? When you invest the time, because that's the thing we haven't always got these days. But yeah, it's yeah, the more time you put into it, and you're learning the tracks, and yeah, that's really you get a real buzz, like you say, and to handle it.
so I'm of a mind now to challenge myself on this. I want to win the pro tournament in Rallycross. If I can do that again, I'll be feeling pretty good about myself.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
There is a Rallycross too. I can't remember too much about that.
You're joking me.
No. Rallycross 2, and that's PlayStation again.
I didn't remember this.
It's fuzzy memories around that. Rallycross in particular, yeah, definitely. But 1998 Rallycross 2. So still in when PlayStation was going strong. Yeah.
This looks totally unfamiliar to me. I don't think we ever had this.
Mm.
I don't think I've played this at all. I wonder if it's got the same magic or if they ballsed it up by being too complicated.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Not
sure.
I'd like to find out. So what about you, Grandad? What have you played anything recently? How's it going? How's the Zelda challenge going?
The Zelda has stalled, you know. No, I got the Moon Pearl thing that I needed, so I wasn't always a rabbit in the dark world. But now I can't work out how to get back to the castle I need to get to do what I need to do.
Right.
So it is unfortunately at the minute stalled until I can overcome that, and I will have to look this up. And this is the problem I have sometimes. Once the frustration comes in, yeah, and which I don't want it to put me off, but it's starting to feel a bit of a problem now. But I'm sure it's really easy, but I just need to just double check how I'm supposed to be getting to where I need to. But yes, I did get that Moon Pearl. So we're probably about halfway through that. In terms of completing it. And then, yeah, I've not been doing much gaming. Say, I've been stockpiling throughout summer and kind of autumn months. I did pick up, you're a bit of a flight sim person, aren't you? I did pick up, which I played an awful lot in the day, but I love it. But I got it on original. I got Pilot Academy for the PSP. I don't know if you've ever come across that.
I've not heard of that, no.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Works really well for PSP. You've got quite a choice of aircrafts. You can go in jumbo jets, you can go in warplanes. Obviously on a small screen, it just seems to fit quite nicely, and I always found it very relaxing. Yeah, you don't have to complete a load of challenges and trials if you don't want to. You can literally just kind of take to the skies, float around a bit, and pick it up, put it down. That's what I kind of like. So you and so if you really want to get good at it, you obviously do go through all the learning stages and things. But yeah, and it's not a very expensive game. I mean, I only picked this up for a couple of quid, but I just remember it back in the day. So I just always wanted to kind of get it on physical. But yeah, other than that, I am afraid to say now I'm in that kind of planning stage for Christmas to get through at least a few of these games. I did hit a milestone though, as previous listeners will be fully aware. I am charting, aren't I, in terms of all my physical games on the on the app, GAMEBOY or GAMEBOY as it's supposed to kind of be. Yeah. So I have now reached 500 physical games across many systems. Yeah.
Good grief. That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games. That's all physical, many of which have been picked up very cheap. You know, I've not got the inclination or the money to be kind of stockpiling old classic SNES games as much as I would love that. Yeah, it's just becoming not affordable for me. But yeah, so yeah, I really need to get down to sifting these huge volumes of games across multiple systems. But yeah, I did reach that milestone only a couple of weeks ago, so I'm at 500 physical games, Mr. Tech. What do you think about that?
I think I think you're looking at a world of pain there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I think there's a in the cataloging all of these things. It's giving you a full sense of security that you have a hope of ever finishing them.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So then it'll be first world problems of, yeah, will I ever in a lifetime get around to, and the answer is no, I won't, will I? So,
I have been a bit better in the last couple of months at sticking with one game. I completed that Sea of Stars game on the PlayStation, and after that I resumed another JRPG type game called Chained Echoes, which I'd also started years ago, and I've been booting that up. That's like my kind of go-to long ongoing game at the moment. There's some little things I've been booting up, but I have done a lot better at just plugging away and building up that momentum. I'm wondering if a cheeky New Year's resolution is imminent here, where I'm going to tell myself that I'm not going to buy any new games in 2026, and I'm only going to finish stuff I've actually.
maybe that's what we should do. Yeah, make a pact, a New Year's resolution. Yeah, yeah.
It's. I had that realization that I've got games that are so big that there's a very real chance I would not finish them all before I die. And I'd quite like to finish some more of them. The big ones. The Red Dead Redemption 2 and the Cyberpunk 2077. Just to name a couple, like these massive things. I'm thinking that would feel really good to just see all of a game again. So I might experiment. I mean, it's unlikely to be a success because things crop up that are like a tenner and they lure me in. That Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Oh, that looks good.
That we saw. Very made by the Shredder's Revenge people. That's so tempting at the moment. There's the Terminator 2D No Fate thing coming out, but that's out next week or something, I think.
That'd be good to play at Christmas. I forgot all about that.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. So it never ends. There's always something that you think, yeah.
But maybe not a resolution to not buy anything, but maybe just sticking at finish a big game one at a time. Once you're in a big game, just keep plugging away. And see some of them. I'd like to finish this Avatar game. I'd like to finish this. Yeah, I'd like to finish that. That would.
Is that like a 50, 60 hour game, presumably?
I think it
must be fairly meaty. You'd hope.
I think it can be big. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, crikey! Well, we're not going completionist, are we?
No.
Main story and side missions is supposed to be 42 hours.
42.
And the two DLCs they made are another kind of 9, 10 each. The completionist time on this game is 83 hours.
Wow.
That's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time.
I'll try and get through a bulk of it. Because I do love. There's nothing I like more, I think, than playing a big open world game like that when you've got that feeling of having uncovered all the map and you really know all the zones and you start to feel like you're just living in that world. I do like that. Yeah, let's see how we go over Christmas.
And you're not one for. Does completionist bother you? You're not someone that wants to completely.
No, not really. Not really. When they say completionist, it's often things like you've collected every secret hidden thing and you've done all the challenges that are in like the trophy list and things. I couldn't give two hoots about that.
No, no.
You know the PlayStation trophies is like
Yeah.
kill 10 enemies with just the the bow, or kill 50 things using grenades, and like if you want to get all the trophies you've got to do I'm not bothered about that, and collectibles and things.
No.
I do like seeing all the story side of it and doing all the scripted missions and things. But completionist route is path to madness.
Ho, ho, ho!
Right. What else do we have to do? Anything?
Is that enough Christmas, basically?
Yeah, that's enough Christmas. I have to ask you, Grandad, are you going to watch next week the Game Awards? Are you going to be watching the Game Awards?
Game Awards? What's that? What's that on? Is this a yearly thing?
The Game Awards is the annual Game Awards.
Is it a countdown? I am pretty partial to countdown shows over Christmas, you know.
No, it's not
Uh,
really a countdown. It's the well, yeah, it's the Game Awards. It's like one of the only two kind of game show things that happens every year. You've got the Summer Games Fest in summer, and then the Game Awards, hosted by the same fella, Jeff Keighley, and yeah, that's when they give
it'll be about what's the best in different categories. What's the best game for
yeah
the year? Is it?
game of the year, best game direction, best narrative, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and
It
yeah, I mean
sounds a bit too new for me.
it's quite new. I mean,
Yeah.
so game of the year. Let me run these by you. Let me see if you know any of these. Then, so we've got uh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
No.
which may well win. I've played some of that and then stopped. I'd like to finish it at some point. Then we have Death Stranding 2.
Heard of it. That's about as far as I go. Don't know what it's about. Yeah.
And then we have Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yes, I have actually played that.
Oh yes.
Yeah, on our good friend's Switch 2. Obviously, I don't have a Switch 2 yet. But yeah, to be fair, very impressive game that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right. Then we've got Hades 2.
Oh, I know of Hades. I think I played Hades 1. Yeah.
I think yeah. Then we have Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Heard of Hollow Knight. Again, that's all I know. The name.
I've played some Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
I bounced off Hollow Knight like 3 times. Like, oh, I don't like it. It's just sacrilege to most people. But anyway, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
No, not a clue.
So yeah, there you go. That's your best game of the year. And yeah, you can actually cast your own vote on these things. I don't know if it makes any difference. I don't know whether the winners are the people that the people have voted for, or if they're people in the industry. I'm not actually sure, but you can actually cast votes for all these things, which is something.
Yeah, you're not really selling me on it. If it was like a retro game countdown, I tell you what, you must have seen this. This is years ago now. Things like Charlie Brooker's How Video Games Changed the World, countdown stuff of older stuff. Yeah, I really enjoy that kind of stuff, particularly over Christmas though. But yeah, I'm not sure I'd be watching this from what you've said.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'll give it a look. I think it's on at some annoying time, like half midnight, which makes it difficult. Next Friday or something. But the reason I tend to tune into these things, I don't really care about winners because yeah, all awards ceremonies are kind of bollocks, but they normally intersperse the awards with some new flashy trailers for things, and there might be things in there that I'm excited for. So I quite like to see the announcements. It's partly an award show. It's partly a dump of trailers and industry hype for the next thing.
Yeah.
And I'm susceptible to that, so I'll tune in to see what's if there's any interesting trailers dropped. That's what I'll be in it for. But yeah, that was the only thing I was going to mention. Really, is don't forget to tune into the Game Awards. But you can tune out of them if you want. That's fine.
I'll wait for your recap. Yeah, it wouldn't be for me.
Wait for my recap. Yeah, that's my last little thing for today. I needed to mention.
Yeah. And that brings us to the end of our Christmas special. A massive thank you to all our amazing listeners. We hope you have a fantastic Christmas full of food, fun, and gadgets that don't require a firmware update the moment you open them. Merry Christmas. Thanks for sticking with us. And we hope you can make some more tech and retro Christmas gaming memories. And as always, we will be back.
We will be back. Have a good one.